So here we are, high atop DHT Studios, coming at you live, so to speak, from our kitchen table.
Yep.
So this video is going to be about some goals that we want to achieve this year. Shouldn't say want to. We're going to achieve most of those goals. And I'm sure there's going to be more that we do that's not on the list that my beautiful bride wrote up the other night. I'm not sure even how many she actually put on there. Most of those I think are mine.
I put a couple on there.
As we go through them, we'll see. And they're in no particular order. They're just goals that we want. We just want to let everybody know what we think about things, what we see our future being. And maybe it'll help other people with their goals. Or a mindset of wanting to achieve something more than just getting up and going to work every day. Being stuck in the matrix. Because that's pretty much what everybody out there is. We're just, here in the United States, we're just a bunch of free-range humans on a tax farm is all we are. We're just like the chickens outside right now. They're just free-ranging, and they're just free-ranging for their food, and they give us eggs. And we're the same thing. We're just walking around acting like we're free, thinking we're free, and giving Uncle Sam all of our money. I digress. But anyways, I digress. But anyhow, we're going to get to the video before it gets banned. Goal number one, and this is definitely goal number one.
Yes, for sure.
Walk-in cooler. I started it. I did not get it done. We don't need it till May. It will be done before we need it. Number two, I wouldn't necessarily say it's number two, but it's going to happen sooner. Probably we'll probably have that before the walk-in cooler. Is we're going to do solar in the building that we're going to put the cooler in. On that solar, we'll have our greenhouse, our walk-in cooler, and our freezers will be all solar powered. And there'll be plenty of room in the solar that we're going to buy to expand that. The goal eventually, when it's going to happen, is definitely not this year, but our goal eventually is to go
in the next few years.
Is to go all solar, yeah. I mean, at least enough solar that if the power goes out, we don't got to worry about starting the generator.
Yeah.
Goal number 3 on our list, anyways, is this year we're going to do some different animals other than chickens. I want to do turkeys. She wants to do ducks, so we're probably going to do both.
I forgot to put turkeys on there.
Yeah, see, she didn't put turkeys on the list.
I put my ducks on there.
Exactly. I have no desire to do ducks, but she wants ducks.
I just want like 1 or 2.
You can't have one without 2.
Okay, I think I have playmates, so 2 ducks.
So we're going to get a couple ducks and let them run around. Who knows what's going to happen with them? They'll probably. I do know duck is pretty good eating because I've eaten duck before, so I can't say that's where they'll end up.
Well, maybe that's what I'm raising for.
I know you better than that. And then we're planning on we're getting pigs because we already got the butcher scheduled for September, October for pigs. So we're going to get 2 hogs. We're going to raise one for us. We'll probably sell one. So yeah, we're getting different animals. And in a few years, we'll do different animals other than that. We've been doing turkey. We've been doing chickens for 3 years. This will be our 4th year coming.
How many for meat chickens?
This year.
3rd?
This will be our 3rd year with meat chickens and our 4th year with egg layers.
Okay.
Yeah. The plant sales for the nursery has to do better this year. And I'm not going to say what it needs to make, but if it doesn't make that amount, next year we'll not do plant sales. Well, we'll not do flower sales. We'll still sell vegetables, but we'll only be open probably 1, maybe 2 days total for the year. We do okay with the nursery, but it needs to do better. That greenhouse...
It doesn't make us rich by no means.
No, nothing does. And it's never gonna as far as that goes. I ain't worried about that, but...
It needs to do way better than what it has.
The greenhouse, the the size of greenhouse we have, if we grew produce in that, would make us more money than the nursery does, if that makes sense. So it's either going to make more money as selling plants, or it's going to be turned into
A garden.
tomatoes and cucumbers.
Yeah.
And honestly, it doesn't matter to me. Truthfully, to me, I would probably rather turn it into tomatoes and cucumbers because it's less work and it is more income. But we'll see what this year brings. And this one here is hers, but we both said it.
Yeah. We want to get more on the healthy kick, slim down some, watch more what we eat, and
I watch it all the time.
we have started taking tinctures.
Mm-hmm.
I think in November we started taking tinctures.
Probably.
But we just want to make sure we're around. We have a grandbaby now, and we want to make sure we're around to enjoy the grandbaby for as long as possible. And yeah, we both need to slim down and just
well, yeah.
And the more you're healthy, the less you're at the doctors and hospitals.
And we, knock on wood, we hadn't, neither one of us been to the doctor for years. I can't remember when the last time I went to the doctor was, to be honest with you. It's been quite a while. But we're both pretty healthy for this society that we live in now. I'm 54 years old and I take no medications. My blood pressure and all that stuff's always been good every time I get it checked. And I get it. They check us both every year for our health screening for our health insurance. We get a screening every year as far as blood work goes and all that. And we're both in pretty good health, but we want to stay that way.
Yeah.
We need to eat better. Not that we don't eat good, but we eat stuff we shouldn't. But who doesn't, right? But anyhow, we just want to have a little better mindset on what we eat and exercise. I'd like to start maybe this spring. I might start running. Definitely going to start walking more. I wouldn't mind starting to run a little bit, but I'm definitely not going to run out there in 2 feet of snow. But
oh, come on!
But I wouldn't mind starting to run.
I'll give you a head start.
We'll see how that goes. Give you a head start. Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'll be back to you and left. I ain't run since I was in high school, but when I was in high school, I did run because I wrestled. I was a wrestler, and I was in pretty good shape. I'm not going to get into lifting weights and all that crap, but I would like to get into running, do a little more cardio. And we'd like to be more prepared, whether that's financially, whether that's food-wise, whether that's...
And we do pretty good at it.
We do. We
as you can see, if they're warm enough to touch.
Cold enough to touch.
We did some more preserving today.
Yeah, we did.
And our pantry, I don't think, can hold much more.
It could hold some more, but yeah.
Yeah. But I think food-wise, we're doing pretty good on putting things aside.
Yeah, we are.
But you need to think of other things other than food.
Other than food. You never know.
You need to be prepared for any kind of disaster.
Anything. You never know. You never know. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, right? You don't have a clue what's going to happen in the world, or to me, or to her, or to whatever. But yeah, you need to make sure you're prepared for it. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right?
Exactly.
That's
after seeing what happened in North Carolina with the hurricane going through,
and now in California with all the fires. I mean, and you can't, no matter how prepared you are,
you're not ready for it.
You're not ready for that. Even if you are ready for that, if your house is gone, all your preparedness, your preparations are gone.
Yeah.
So, not that we're preppers by no means, but
No.
Not even close. But
No.
But yeah, we just want to be a little more food and financially independent, I guess would be better.
Yeah.
Said better than prepared would be more independent. Making sure seeds
are started on time.
Throughout
the whole season.
Yeah, we usually do pretty well to begin with, but as the season goes on,
we kind of forget about our list.
We forget about our list, but we get so dang busy doing everything else. You got to harvest, you got to prep, you got to get the beds ready, you got to have a place to start the seeds, you got to have room here, you got to have this. Need to be more mindful on when to start them.
Our schedule.
Yeah. And we're starting a lot more seeds more frequently this year than we ever have in the past. So we have a list of what we're going to do. We just need to make sure that we do it correctly.
Yeah.
This one here is for me. Last year I cut my hours at my 9 to 5, so to speak. Which I did work less hours than I have the years prior. I went from probably working 48 to 50 hours a week down to working 38 to 40 hours a week. This year I'd like to cut that down to about 32 to 35 a week, which is where I'm supposed to be. That's what we agreed on at my job, so I'd like to keep it there for now. The next on our list is give ourselves some more downtime.
So we don't get burnt out so fast.
Yeah, and that goes along with the next one on our list. We want to be able to spend more time with our family and friends. Like we said earlier, we got a new grandson. We want to spend more time with him. We want to be good grandparents, and better parents, better daughter and son-in-laws. We want to be present with our family. We want to know that you only have one family, and you got to make sure you're there for them. I'd like to do more videos. I'd like to, and I don't know, maybe that's some feedback I need from you guys on videos.
Video topics?
Topics. We have a lot of topics that we do already, and I have a lot of videos on YouTube, but there's a lot of things that I would like to do more so than what I do, but you kind of run out of ideas, and you kind of want to, when you're doing a project, it takes so much more time to do the project when your camera's out. Not that I don't video a lot of projects, but I don't video all of them for that reason. But I want to do more videos just because I enjoy doing it, but it takes time.
Yeah. We did have a newsletter last year, the year before.
I think it was the year before.
And I think you can still sign up for it, but I haven't put one out for a long time. Probably
a year or more.
Yeah, because the site that we use, if you want to go up to the next level of doing the newsletter, you have to start paying for the thing monthly. And I tried figuring out, I am tech savvy, but not this tech savvy, of trying to figure out how to move like emails over to another thing, onto another site where you can do a free newsletter. So then the season starts and you get busy, and I then never played around with it anymore. So I think we're going to just maybe pay for the monthly thing. So it's already on, the emails are already on the monthly thing. It's just having to pay for it to make up the newsletter.
Right.
And I did enjoy doing the newsletter.
Yes, you can do it every week.
Yeah, and saying what we're up to and what was coming up before everybody else knew about it. So I hope to, hopefully in February, get back on and get that started up. It's just signing up for everything and then figuring out how the newsletter setup goes. So
yeah, it's going to be a learning curve for sure.
Yeah, so it'll either be February or March, and then I'll hopefully get the newsletter started again before we open, so I can start telling you all the new and crazy stuff we got planned.
And we got a lot of new stuff planned. And some people call it crazy, but that's them. The next thing on our list actually should be up pretty high on our list because it's going to need to be done probably before the walk-in cooler does.
Yeah.
Is we need a bigger brooder. The brooder we have works all right, but we can't put 70 birds in there at one time. 70 or 75, whatever we ordered.
And we're getting them all at the same time, not broke up
Right.
like we did before.
And we did that for the simple fact is they're cheaper when you buy them, and then they're all butchered at once and you're done. So
Yeah.
next is make more compost. Our chicken, what I got going on out there right now in our chicken run is definitely coming together. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have a lot more compost this spring than I've ever made before. But I want to make sure I can make good compost. So I want to play with that some. So that's definitely a goal, is to make more high quality compost. Chickens, that's on there. We already ordered those. Like I said, we ordered 30 egg layers and 70 or 75 meat birds. I'm not sure, one or the other. Then the egg layers we have.
Right
I'm not
now?
sure how many we have. We have 47 and two roosters, 47 hens and 2 roosters right now. But we're going to get rid of probably 20 of those. Come midsummer, they're going to take a hike. Simply because they're getting old. They're in fine health as far as that goes. But they're getting old. They're not laying as much eggs as they used to. So they need to go.
And with how many eggs we sell,
We
we need egg layers.
we have people asking for eggs, and we can't keep up with orders.
Yeah.
So we need more egg layers.
Good egg layers.
Right. One thing I'd like to do, back to the compost thing, is get back into making worm castings. We used to have a worm farm, and I quit doing it. I just dumped them out. That made the best compost. So I'm probably going to get back into that this year. I'm not 100% sure when, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen pretty early this spring. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get me some more red wigglers, make me a nice big worm bin, and go from there. But whenever I do that, I will definitely bring you along and show you how I'm doing it. And we have had, I shouldn't say we had a building. It was a carport that we bought at Harbor Freight, and we've had it for
years.
I don't know. No, it's probably longer than that. I bet we had it 4 or 5 years.
That could be.
But anyways, the snow we got out there, it's no longer standing.
It's like dipped down in, and
So I need to put a building in.
last year the snow did a number on it, the snow and ice, and it had it a little wonky.
And I never took the time to fix it.
And
I should have, but I never did.
I knew this winter I was afraid to look over there, and this week I looked over and I thought, "Holy cow!"
It's just metal poles and a canvas tarp, basically all it was anyway.
Well, the canvas tarp is,
but it's
down inside the inside of the building.
So basically, now all we got is a tarp with covering up the couple things.
Yeah,
we had
there's
in there.
there's no metal pieces. They're all. I don't know.
But that's all we wrote down. There's definitely more goals that we have that I have in mind than that. But them's the main goals that we have for this year. And some of those will get done this year pretty early. Some may not get done this year, but there's definitely going to be some done this year. And everybody should have goals in life, whether it's for whatever you want to do, but you need to have goals in life, or you'll never succeed. Not that we're uber successful by no means, but we do all right. We have a roof over our head and clothes on our back.
Yep.
Food in our belly, because we just ate.
And food in the pantry.
But yeah, we need to just be more mindful of everything. I don't know, there's a lot more stuff I want to do. I can't speak for us, but we're a team, so that's where we are with that. You got anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
So if anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comments. I know this video is right now 30 minutes long.
Wow.
She rambles a lot.
Yep.
So anyways, until we meet again, take care and God bless.
See ya.